Namaste beautiful yogis out there. Today we will be discussing about Bakasana, the crane pose. So people often confuse it with the crow pose, the Kakasana. So the basic difference lies in Kakasana, the arms are a little bent, your knees lies over your triceps and it's towards the outside. And in Bakasana, the arms are more straighter like a crane. The knee lies in your armpit, so that's the basic difference. Almost they have the same benefit. Regarding the contraindication, if you have any kind of heart problem, if you have high blood pressure, hypertensive, please avoid doing this asana. So without wasting any time, we'll move straight forward. So for the fear of falling, what we can do is we can keep a pillow, we can keep a bolster or any carpet which we can fold and keep up there. So even if you fall, you will not hurt yourself. Also, there's a style of falling. If you're trying to fall, don't fall straight forward on your chin because it might hurt your nose, it might hurt your chin. So when you're trying to fall, just tilt your head if in case you lose your balance. So in that case, you just fall on the side of the face, which will not hurt you. Suppose I'm there and I lose my balance and I fall. So this way, if I hurt, I will not be hurting my nose, I will not be hurting my chin. The impact will be on the side face. I've seen a lot of people, they hurt their chin. So in this video, first I will be discussing about how do you get into this asana, and then later on I'll be discussing about the correct alignment. So basically there are two ways of getting into this asana. The typical way is you bring your knees in your armpit, under your armpit, and then you lean forward and try to balance. This is basically difficult for most of the beginners because they tend to fall more. It's very hard to balance and it tends to hurt out there inside your armpit because the knees is putting the direct pressure. So an easier way I will be teaching you today. I normally follow the Iyengar way. So the easier way is you sit in Malasana, join your feet together, spread your knees, and then you wrap around your arms under your knee. So lean forward, bend, and then you wrap around. So your knee will come inside your armpit. And the same we will be doing with the other hand. And then you keep it, and then you try to lean forward, forward, forward. Try to lift one leg, then try to lift another. And that's how you go into this asana. So I can show you from this angle also. What we are normally doing is our feet are almost together, open up our legs, our knees, and then we are trying to wrap around. And the same with the other thing. So initially you can keep a broader base because the broader the base, the more the balance, the less the fear. But normally it should be the shoulder width apart. The rule says that the highest point of your body in this asana should be the middle of back. So this point should be your highest, not the hips. So you should keep your hips down. If you imagine a crane is basically parallel. If you see the back, the arms are straight, but the back is almost like parallel to the water. So what you're doing is, this is the highest point, this will be parallel to the ground, and your arms has to be straight. Now the three aspects I'll be teaching you in this is, how do you put the palm on the floor? So for keeping the palm, you have to open up the fingers. You have to spread the fingers. Because the more you spread, the more you balance. Now often I see people, they try to, when they're in this pose, they try to collapse and they try to lift their palm, the center of the palm up. So they put a lot of pressure on their fingers and on their wrist, which is actually wrong. Even in handstand, I see a lot of people just to balance, because this is an easier way to balance, you know. If you're trying to fall forward, you put a lot of pressure on the fingers and you'll actually balance. But that is wrong because you're putting a lot of pressure on these little fingers, which is going to be creating a problem in future after a few years. So the way of doing this is, when our hand is like this, what you do is you put the weight and you imagine like your weight is on the phalanges and on the metacarpals. You don't lift the metacarpals, the middle one. That's the metacarpals. So you put the weight, it's like you are lifting your energy is coming all the way from here, and then you're lifting. So the weight should almost be here on the metacarpals and the phalanges. 25% on phalanges, 75% on metacarpals, I will say. So then that's how you lift up. Now what about the triceps and the knee? What happens with this wrapping around action is, why is it easier to go into Bakasana doing this method, is when I'm doing and wrapping around, my triceps is pushing back the left knee. It's pushing back. Now the same action, the counter action, has to come from the knee, from the shin of the tibia. What this knee will be doing is, it will have to push forward. So this is pushing back and the knee is pushing forward. This action will help you to lift and straighten up your arms and lift your body, which I'll be showing you later. Now this action is almost same as Marichyasana we do the Marichyasana. So this action is almost similar. So this is pushing back, the knee is pushing forward. So this is regarding the arms. What's happening in the foot is, normally I see a lot of people, they flex their little fingers and they try to point it unconsciously because they have the fear. So if you're like that, you would automatically do it. You will flex the fingers and it will point backwards. Now the thing is, yoga says you have to be conscious about your body every time you're into an asana, not only the forearm, because you're balancing on the arms. You should not forget what's happening in your legs. Now the thing is, how the foot should be maintained. If you're standing in samasthiti, we open up our fingers. We open up like there's a rubber band. We stretch, we open up, and we focus on the foot. The same principle applies here. When you're up in the air, your fingers should be opening up. So this foot, the finger should open up and it should flex like this. And so the fingers will open up, the foot will be flexed, both will be flexed, and they will try to come together. So like this. It should have a sense of consciousness. You should have them active. So here the foot is active. So I'll be showing you this way. How do you go into this asana? You sit in Malasana, you wrap around, like in Marichyasana, you wrap around under the knees. The same goes with the other. If you want a broader base, you can spread your fingers and move them more apart. I'll keep it the shoulder width distance apart. Now you try to lift one and then the other, and you here lean forward. You try to roll forward. It's not about lifting your leg. It's about rolling forward. It's about bending forward. If you're trying to lift your leg like this, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, you will not be able to do this. The thing is, when you're here, you have to roll forward, and then that's how you balance. You see this action. If my arms are bent and I'm pushing the knees, it's straightening my arms. You see that? That's what happens in this asana. If I'm pushing from my shin, my triceps, and if my elbows are bent, see. So that's how you straighten up your arms, and at the same time you have to lift your body from your core. Your core has to be really strong. Only pushing will not help. So both the things has to go together. So I'll be showing you this pose again. You wrap around your arms, you go forward and straighten up and look forward. So I'll be showing you this pose again from a different angle, from the back side. You wrap around your arms, under your knees, fingers pointing straight forward, sitting in Malasana, lifting up your toes, leaning forward, going forward, 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 straightening up your arms and looking forward. So that is about the asana. You can incorporate this asana into your flow yoga. You can jump back like I just did. I will be teaching that in another video, how to jump back from this asana, from Bakasana. Also you can do from Bakasana, you can go into a tripod headstand. Then from tripod headstand you can go back again into Bakasana. So that's all about Bakasana today. I hope I made it clear. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do subscribe. Sending you love, peace and energy to all my beautiful yogis out there. Do subscribe to my channel. Namaste. Thank you.